Hey, Jeremy Wells of JWellsCFO. I'm going to talk to you today about Yaeger CPA Review and setting up AdaptaPASS the first time you get ready to study for a section of the CPA exam. I'm getting started studying for the CPA exams myself. This video is part of a project documenting my experience with getting ready to become a CPA, studying for the exams, taking the exams, and hopefully passing them. I'm going to explain in this video how to set up Yaeger CPA Review AdaptaPASS once you've decided to use that. I'll have other videos explaining why I chose Yaeger CPA Review, but for now I'm going to focus on how to use it. I am not compensated by Yaeger CPA Review. I have no formal relationship with Yaeger CPA Review. I just chose their product as the way for me to study and prepare myself for the exams. I hope this video is helpful for you. I'll have more videos like this coming out. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions or if you have ideas for topics for future videos, please feel free to reach out and let me know. Thank you for watching. This is what you see when you first log in to Yaeger CPA Review AdaptaPASS. The sections of the exam are laid out in the same order that Yaeger recommends. So financial accounting and reporting or FAR first, then audit and attestation or audit, regulation or reg, and then business environment and concepts are back. I'm going to start off with FAR, and you just click the section that you want to start studying for. And then you have these three sliders. So I'm confident in my study abilities versus sometimes I need a push to help me study. I've been a student for quite a while now. I'm fairly confident in my study abilities, but you might be different. I like frequent low stakes testing. I pushed for that a lot when I was teaching and as a student. I actually really prefer that. One of my beefs with the way accounting is taught, at least in the programs that I've been in, is there's way too much high stakes, infrequent testing. We need a lot more frequent, low stakes testing. As far as the high level details, give me the need to know information versus I like to be given all the fine details for a deeper understanding. I'm more detail oriented, so I'll slide that a bit to the right. Now, these values, you put whatever you want. I haven't tested changing these. I'm not sure how much it changes the actual content that's delivered to you, but play around with these sliders and see what works for you. Finally, you say what day you're going to start studying. I actually started yesterday. I want to choose my average weekly study time versus I want to choose my desired end date. That desired end date for me is July 5th. And then I want to spend this week reviewing and I want to schedule taking the section of the exam during this week. I'm going to say I'm going to finish studying on July 5th. Then we click continue and you'll see a summary here of what you've said. The start date is May 3rd. The end date is July 5th. Again, whatever dates work for you, then create the course. And you'll see that it's working to generate the course. And when it's finished, it brings you to your course. I've already started working a little bit in my course, so you see that I've already completed some of this. This is what you see when your course has been created. You won't have anything done yet, of course, but this is what you see. You have this notice here about downloading the text errata since some things change or are fixed after they've already printed the manuals. I'll go over the manuals in a different video. I just X that out. Then you see the content groups that you're working on. I'm done with 1A and I am starting on 1B. But you have all of the different sections. This is just FAR. So you have FAR, Chapter 1A, 1B, 1C, and so on down the line. What I really love about this is that it's actually given you a bit of a work schedule to follow. I created this. I started on May 3rd of 2021. I need to finish Chapter 1A on May 3rd. I actually did, even though it says it's behind schedule. I finished that on May 3rd, and I'm recording this on May 4th, 2021. So I have one day left to finish 1B. That's due on May 5th, 2021. And then I'll have a few more days for 1C and so on. When I get to Chapter 5A, which is the last module of studying for the FAR section of the exam, I need to complete that by July 5th, and that's the end date that I put for studying. And everything is broken down in terms of dates and making sure that I'm making progress. All of these modules have some practice and tells me if I've completed that practice or if I need to go back and do that. I really like this. This works well for me because I want to have a system that holds me accountable, that is pushing me to complete the work that needs to get done, but is also adaptable to the time frame in which I want to complete it. I think that makes it a great system for anyone studying for the exam, but especially if you're on your own schedule, if you're not taking your time with this, if you're trying to work through these sections, work through these exams, if you have a certain time frame. I'm a professional tax preparer. 2020 and 2021 have been strange years. I want to get these exams wrapped up as quickly as possible so that I can get all of these exams done in 2021 so that I'm ready to go into working in the winter and spring of 2022 for the tax season and doing taxes for tax year 2021. Having the ability to schedule the studying according to my needs is a really great part of this. When I get done with FAR and I go take that exam, then I come in and I do the same thing for audit. You'll notice even though I can see these other sections of the exam, there's no dates yet because I haven't set those up. But once I do, then they'll be set up similarly. This is my introduction to getting started with Yaeger CPA Review AdaptaPASS. I hope this is helpful for you. Let me know if you have any questions, and thanks for watching.